And for more on the process of selecting a new pope, let's head back to Vatican City and CBS News papal consultant Delia Gallagher. Good morning, Delia.
Good morning.
Delia, to start with, has the politicking begun here? The cardinals gather on Monday. I mean, what's the first step?
Well, as you heard in the report, in fact, the informal discussions have already begun because those take place at the lunches and dinners amongst the cardinals. But what happens now is they go into these congregations, into these meetings, which are more formal. They don't discuss actual names during these meetings, but they do have an opportunity to suggest what type of person the next pope should be and what should be the priorities for the future of the church. It's important to note that these are 207 cardinals, so even those cardinals who won't be voting in the Sistine Chapel, those cardinals who are over 80 years old, have an opportunity to give a speech and to say what they think the priorities should be. So it's really their opportunity to let their voice be heard for those cardinals who will be doing the actual voting.
It sounds like these informal meetings, as you describe them, are where some of the real deal making could actually be taking place. What do we know about what's going on in those meetings right now? What's the meat and the context of them?
Well, they're just discussions. They're discussions amongst the cardinals who, remember, don't always have the opportunity to meet and to talk face to face because they all live in different countries. So they have to get together and decide on the names, because once they get into the Sistine Chapel, once the conclave actually begins, there's no more time for discussion. They have to start the voting. So really they have this week, and if they decide to start the conclave next Monday, for example, they'll only have this week to actually name names and see who has support amongst whom, because they have to reach a 2/3 consensus. So it's very important that at a certain point they actually get together and start deciding, well, this person or that person, and see how the numbers fall. I mean, at a certain point it is actually a numbers game to see who has the most support and who can actually be the candidate that will have a bit of unity so that the conclave doesn't go on too long, because if it goes on too long then it gives an impression that they can't make up their minds. So it's a very delicate balance.
All right, Delia Gallagher in Vatican City. Thanks, Delia.